This year's tax levy was settled at a special meeting of council yesterday. It also means the policing budget will lose some of its surplus in its budget to other projects in the city.
It was a special meeting of council to hammer out the final piece of this year's budget discussions. It focused entirely around a projected surplus to the policing budget of roughly $2.2 million.
Historically, they have been over-allocated funds year over year. For many years, we've had a surplus. So what we've said this year is, we're giving you $1 million more. We appreciate there's some cost pressures that resulted in 2012 having the surplus it did. But we believe that we've got an opportunity to more closely risk manage this budget closer to the actuals that are being spent.
Despite the best arguments from RCMP Superintendent Eric Stubbs, Council went ahead and approved taking $1.2 million out of that surplus.
The main message that they've told me in private conversations as well as public here is that they don't want the policing service level to drop. That's the message that I'm getting. So despite what the numbers are, I'm to maintain the police level that we had in 2012, and that's what I'll do.
That decision still leaves the RCMP with $1 million financial cushion, but Superintendent Stubbs says inflation will eat a good chunk of that cushion.
If we have the same number of people that worked in 2012, that will cost an additional $600,000 with just annual pressures of wage increases, cost drivers, many cost drivers. That will cost an extra $600,000 to remain the status quo. So that $1 million increase is already 60% gone based on remaining the status quo.
With the decision made to take back $1.2 million, the next decision was where to put that money. Council has decided to top up the roads budget by $680,000, as well as the parks budget. On a one-time basis, it has dedicated money to the Mayor's Task Force on Crime, the permissive tax exemptions, as well as roads and parks. None was dedicated to reducing the tax levy.
We've had some years where reserves were spent in order to avoid the realities of a budget and to avoid a tax increase for the community. And so when we weren't collecting enough revenue from the community in years past and we were spending the surplus bank account, if you will, we're paying the price for that decision today. And it's a history lesson that we've already learned the hard way, and I wasn't about to go down that same road.
That tax levy will settle at 3.5%, but it has yet to be determined how that will be broken down among the various classifications. That will be tackled at a later date. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.